picked him up early. We picked up some hot drinks and he's going to rest now. And here comes Sebastian. Hey friends, oh my gosh, I have no time, but just finished getting all the purple out of my hair. So it's all orange and this mix of pink and the gradient peachy keen. Last night was stressful after I talked to you. I, excuse me, had told Jax to, if he wanted to help his congestion, his coughing, he could take a shower. So stop inside. It's raining. So he did, and I was getting ready for bed at the same time. Our bathrooms are like back to back, and I hear this sliding thud, like let the bodies hit the floor thud. I'm like, oh my god, and I don't hear like anybody cry out or freak out. Sorry, my nail is really snaggy, and so I'm like, shit, fuck. And I was peeing. I like flushed so fast, ran next door. He locks the bathroom door. I'm like pounding on the door. His brother is asleep like 4 feet away from me. I'm like yelling in there, are you okay? I run to the stairs. I call down. I already have my retainers in. I could barely talk. Calling out to Danny saying, I heard somebody fall in the shower. He's not answering. And then when Danny gets up there, we hear Jack say, what? I can't hear you. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's okay. So Danny goes back downstairs and I go back to my bathroom, and then I hear it again. And I run back over, and Danny comes up this time. He's trying to unlock the door with the little tool that they give you. It's not an actual key and it's not working. He's pounding on the door saying, unlock the door, man, are you okay? And Jax is like, what? I'm okay. I can't hear you, or something like that. And finally he unlocks the door and he's out of the shower. And he seems really confused. He won't say if he fell, but I think it's because he genuinely didn't know. I think he started to pass out a little bit because of all the steam. I've had that problem in the past, and he is built like me. But I just wanted to make sure he wasn't like injured. We kept the bathroom door propped open, and that alone says a lot because he likes his privacy. But he was getting his pajamas on, and I went back to my room. I was writing some messages to him so they'd be ready on his Discord. I gotta get going. And then I hear it again, not in the tub, but like slide, thump, crash. And I go over, the door's open this time, and I'm like peeking, and I'm like, man, are you okay? Are you passing out? He's like so confused. Like something that was on the counter was knocked over. I'm like, you're sliding all over the place. Put a towel on the floor. You need to get out of there. Oh my god. I asked to sit with him after he got out of the bathroom. And before all this, I had arranged for his internet curfew to be extended because he was excited to see an announcement from a creator that he follows. Sorry for extreme close up. I was like, do I have my phone? Do you have your phone? It's in your hand. It's in the rain. Sorry, I'm keeping you dry. But he ended up saying he wanted to go to bed early because he was really tired, and understandably he's sick, and he probably just nearly passed out. But I was watching him for head injury signs, for any injuries. The only thing we noticed is he bit the inside of his cheek. And yeah, I'm gonna go. He's okay, but he's miserable from coughing. He didn't go to school. I might pick him up early. I wrote to his gym teacher saying there's just no way he can manage that. But I need to go because there is a big assembly at school right now, and I might not be able to park there. So I might be walking in the rain. I want to see how close I can get. All right, I gotta go volunteer. Bye. Hello everyone, I am at the bus stop. Oh, the bus is coming. I don't have much time. I made it through the picture day makeup. It was crazy, but we had 2 volunteers, which was great. And then Jax had the middle school call me right at 12:30. I was still there, but I was able to bow out because we were mostly done. So I picked him up early. We picked up some hot drinks and he's going to rest now, and here comes Sebastian. I'm gonna wait a little while to talk to you after Sebastian was in bed, but you can hear those noises. He is not ready yet, so I'm ready, so I will chat with you. I know I talked to you. I don't know. I feel like I had to suddenly stop. I think I maybe talked to you after leaving the school, but before going to pick Jax up. I don't know. Anyway, it was kind of chaotic doing the picture makeups, but it always is. Pre-K, the preschool and kindergarten took so long that we were already supposed to have also done first, second, and third. And then everybody was going to lunch, so we couldn't pull them from lunch. So we'd have the 4th graders are starting to trickle in. So we were doing the 4th graders, and then 5th graders had the latest lunch, and we had about 15 minutes before they go to lunch, so I was like, I need to jump ahead and get the 5th graders, and we were just running and getting first, second, and third in between because they were more spread out. It's just like 1 student from this class, 3 students from that class, that kind of thing. Anybody who was absent on picture day or new to the school since then. So we made it work, but it was a lot. Okay, I need you to change. Okay, just shut him up. Can you come over here? I can't see you. There you go. Okay, pajamas now. You're obviously not too tired for it. I had told Jax in the morning he could stay home if he wanted to, but he's like, no, I don't want to come back to school on Tuesday and have like a heap of work waiting for me. I'm just gonna go. And so I told him I would email his gym teacher, who ended up being not there. He had a sub, and the sub let him sit out for most of it. But I told him I'd email his gym teacher to say go easy on him, moving a lot makes him cough. I also CC'd the nurse and let them know that he was out the day before, but he wanted to go back, but the cough can kick up a lot. And then taking him to school, I said, don't worry, you can come home early, just call me, I'll be done at 12:30. And so he timed it because they had a weird schedule where they had an assembly at the end of the day. All their classes were shorter except for the one around lunch. So, what? Oh, good. I believe you. Nice. So he called me. I got the call from the nurse at 12:31. I was still in the photography room. It was just like an extra classroom. And we had one student that needed to take a picture, and we had finished everybody else. So we were like, we need to do a last call for the staff and any students we missed, because we couldn't go to every classroom. So I answered, and the nurse was like, yeah, he says he's been sick for a few days and the coughing is too much and he'd like to come home. I'm like, okay, I'll be there. I just need to sign out at the school I'm volunteering at. So I pieced out and said that I would talk to the office and have them make an announcement about last call. So that worked out. She did that as I quickly signed out and left. And yeah, then I headed to the school, picked up Jax, and neither of us realized that he still had his inside bag. What? Oh, of course you do. Go. We have some time to chat. He's got to go. Numero dos. Anyway, neither of us noticed that he had his cinch sack, which is all they're allowed inside the classrooms. They have to leave their backpacks in their locker and put them in like basically drawstring gym bags. A lot of kids don't bother and they just carry their stuff in a stack. But Jax does not like going to his locker. It's at an inconvenient spot and he just doesn't like it. So he has his whole day's worth of stuff, his Chromebook, all his books for class. They don't have textbooks, but they have notebooks and folders. And his lunch, his gym clothes on B-days. So he's got one that's surprisingly holding up. I got to see it. It's only a slight rip in like an outer layer. I'm like, even he was impressed that it was holding up. I tried to give him the best one, but by definition they don't have padded sleeves or straps, so he's like, I call it the posture wrecker. But yeah, we got in the car and we were driving away and he realized he didn't have his backpack. So I intentionally went the wrong way. We were going to go to Starbucks and pick him up some tea because that really makes him feel better. So I went the wrong way so that he could have a moment to decide, do you want to go back in and get it? And he decided yes, while I was doing the U-turn, because I would U-turn to either go to Starbucks or to go back into the school. We went back in. I think somebody was getting a lunch food delivery in the office because the office lady stuck her head out to get a food delivery and she's like, you're back. I was like, he forgot to go to his locker and get his backpack. So she let him go back and get that, and I waited and all was good. Picked him up the exact same thing I got him yesterday. Ran into Lidl to get a prize for Sebastian because he's been doing great with his stars this week. Got him a tiny little building set, like a Pokeball, and it has a tiny little figure you build. Really small, but French carved it at Lidl. Bigger than a normal prize, but it's his first week and he did really good. He just had one spot that was marked as not complete and he wasn't using his time wisely or completing his science work. So I actually got an email from the teacher after school, but first when he had gotten home and I looked over everything, I was like, so I saw you didn't get your stars in science, can you tell me what was going on? And he said that he was supposed to draw a picture but he couldn't think of an idea. I'm like, oh, and you ran out of time. He's like, yeah. So this teacher happened to email saying, oh, she didn't get a chance to finish his chart because I noticed math was completely blank. She's like, he got his stars in math, but he didn't do his science, even though I was up front demonstrating. can you ask him what happened? And I wrote her back right away because he was already outside playing. I'm like, well, I had talked to him, and he said he thought he had to think of a picture and he couldn't think of one and ran out of time. And she's like, oh, he just misunderstood the instructions. Like, I didn't know if that went with what she was talking about, because she didn't mention anything about the pictures. She mentioned about some weather chart, but it seemed to make sense to her, and she said she would make sure he understood on Tuesday because they're doing an ongoing weather project. But otherwise, he had all the other stars, so that was great. Jax ate his food, I ate with him, and yeah, Yvonne and Danny got back. Jax went up to hang out in his room. I did lots and lots of crochet, and we waited so long for dinner, like an hour and 45 minutes. So long. The restaurant was very busy, but it was Jax's choice, and none of us really complained. I made it a challenge to see if I could get to the ends of the balls of yarn, and I got really, really close. A couple more rows and I'd be done. And then I ate way too much pasta and my intestines are making horrific noises. So let's hope there's nothing ominous to come, but sometimes they just do that and they sort themselves out. So life being me, that's just how it is. Anyway, that is all I'm gonna say. I had to go straight up to get things ready for bed because he can't stay up too late on a day where he woke up for school, even though he doesn't have school tomorrow. We're too tired. I woke up at 5:30. I don't need to be up till 1, so we're gonna get us ready for bed, and he'll probably be asleep by around 9, maybe a little later. We don't have to read. Yeah? All right, let me just say goodnight, and then I'll help you with that, okay? He needs a band-aid. All right, good night, friends. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.